It's 6:30. Good morning. I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. More than 300 jobs are set to go when Swiss mining giant Glencore closes the West Wallsend colliery. The decision to close the mine in mid-2016 has been prompted by the struggling coal sector and economic conditions. However, the company says the move is consistent with life of mine planning. The closure will occur some months earlier than originally scheduled, with Glencore deciding not to mine an approved longwall in the Sugarloaf State Conservation Area. Gloucester councillors have spoken out against no stopping signs erected on the road to AGL's now suspended controversial coal seam gas drilling site. The signs were put up at the recommendation of police amid concerns of potential protesters blocking the roadway. However, the site has now been shut down while investigations of possible chemical contamination issues are carried out. Gloucester Mayor John Rosenbaum says the signs are no longer appropriate and it shouldn't be up to the taxpayers to foot the bill.
Now that there's no activity happening down there, it's very little. It's time to have them removed and have them addressed and make sure they're the right distances and make sure that everybody's informed of exactly what's happening. And also, I'd like to discuss the issue of paying for these things.
Newcastle Police are appealing for help to track down a man wanted over outstanding warrants related to his parole. 31-year-old Neil Robertson is about 160 centimetres tall with a medium build and a number of tattoos on his body. He's believed to be a regular in the Beresfield, Woodbury and Maitland areas. Killaman Bay residents are advised to take precautionary measures during the hazard reduction operation today to prevent smoke inhalation. Nearly 7 hectares will be burnt off near Lakeview Road from 9:30. Superintendent Brett Davies from Fire and Rescue New South Wales says the hazard reduction will play a vital role in helping to reduce the intensity of bushfires in the area.
For the residents, just a bit of advice for them is to make sure they keep their doors and windows closed. If they can, put all outdoor furniture under some cover. And vehicles driving in the area should also put their headlights on and slow down, because be aware when driving in smoke, your visibility is drastically reduced.
The RFS is also carrying out a large hazard reduction burn tomorrow around the Araring power station. The Fair Work Ombudsman has ensured several workers in the Hunter get back pay worth more than $34,000. Most of the money went to 3 service technicians who used to work at a business at Western and weren't paid their full entitlements after being made redundant. The 60th anniversary of the 1955 Hunter Valley floods provides a timely reminder for the community to prepare their home and family for future major floods. Flood safety workshops will be held at Maitland this month to educate residents about flood risks, as well as to provide participants with a toolkit of practical resources. SES Community Engagement Coordinator Amanda Hyde says residents need to be prepared with a home emergency kit and plan ready in the event of a flood.
We're running a flood safe workshop, and the main aim is to increase people's knowledge and awareness of their flood risk in the Lower Hunter. This also includes telling people how the flood mitigation scheme works.
Now with sport, Georgia Moylan.
Newcastle Knights skipper Kurt Gidley has decided to pass along goal-kicking duties to halfback Tyrone Roberts on a more permanent basis. With tomorrow's game against the Panthers looming, the Red and Blue are hoping to set up some consistency for the rest of the season. Also moving up in the side is 34-year-old David Farlongo, making his first start of the season in the clash against Penrith. He says it's a huge confidence boost to be picked.
Sort of gets me a bit excited. Starting the game is always a good thing. Obviously gives you the confidence from the coach, but it's a challenge that I want to take on, and I look forward to playing against the Panthers.
In the lead up to tomorrow's Newcastle District Cricket Final, it's still uncertain whether Stockton Raymond Terrace batsman Sam Jenkinson will be likely to pad up. Jenkinson dislocated his shoulder last Saturday and says he has a 50-50 chance of recovering in time for the game. And in water polo, Hunter Hurricanes members Julia Barton and Montana Perkins have been selected in the All-Stars teams for annual NWPL bye weekend. That's sport. I'm Georgia Moylan.
To a new RFM News Time, 26 to 7.